Hey everybody, it's Victor. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentant series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. We did it. We are only 2 away now from the TM Trainer Run, which is looking like it's shaping up to be this week, hopefully. Thank you all very much for making it possible. And also thank you to Forzane for this meme of the day. New format. I gotta say, we've never seen the Blood Puppy format. Top thread was, that's Isaac, baby. Victim when he sees Sissy. Victim when he spends 20 plus hearts on a Demon Judgment without him paying out. Victim when he uses Sack Altar, hoping to get rid of Bum Friend, but Sissy gets sacrificed instead. Yeah. That's a good one. So, hey, the template is now on the Sinvicta subreddit, so go check it out. I know it's Sunday, but we are playing as Eden just because I just didn't feel like playing Eden. Oh, Sissy! Zulu Tango, Quebec, Foxtrot, 8 Delta Tango, 8. No excuses needed or reasons given. Starting off with little Sissy. Hey, she knew it. It was in the cards today. It was part of the meme of the day. Meme of the day, once again, dictating the outcome of the run. How does he do it? Maggie's bow is also very good. We're also starting off with the red key, which I will say is not a bad starting active item if you know how to look for the ultra secret rooms, which I somewhat do, kind of sometimes. Obviously, it's going to be synergizing with hopefully any kind of active item reload. Like Nun's Habit, like car battery, anything like that would be very nice. Maggie's bow is also going to make all red hearts heal us for double the amount of hearts. So, for example, if we pick up a half red heart, it's going to heal us for a full red heart. If we pick up 1 red heart, it's going to heal us for 2 hearts, etc., etc. So it's a very good value in terms of your HP recovery. Sissy over here, she's just laying eggs, dropping bombs. We'll come back and get that soul heart in a moment. First, I'm trying to get a little bit of a read on where the ultra secret room could possibly be. Certainly off the curse room it's possible but unlikely. There's also way too many potential rooms that it could be off of right now. You have a golden key, so this is for sure going to have at least a couple hearts in it, right? For a cursed chest and blessed penny. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure where the ultra secret room is. I would say it's to the right of there, but it's not. I know the secret room is here, but we don't have a bomb, so there's a bomb, but we don't have a bomb to get the bomb. I'm gonna try here. Okay, so what you're generally looking for is usually at the corner of the maps, like diagonally, either like the southwest side or southeast side, northeast side, southwest side, northwest side. Normally, you're looking for a blank room that would be bridged by a red door. Now, if you don't see one there, that doesn't necessarily mean that that the ultra secret room can't. It's not always going to be there, but it normally is. Sissy showing you why she's the GOAT versus anything that spawns ads. I have a feeling though that the ultra secret room is probably somewhere adjacent to here, because that's what it does. Yeah, we don't really have enough hearts to do anything with the Fool card yet, so we'll just go ahead and run it. It would be nice to get the secret room. Let's see if we can get a bomb here, because we may not be done yet. Hang on. Sometimes the secret rooms could carry a full charge in there. 10 cents is enough to buy Mom's bracelet, but not enough to... Or it's not enough to buy Mom's bracelet, because I was thinking about using it to get that rock there, but we're just going to have to leave here. So, a little bit of a bummer here, but I am happy that we did get a little bit of a range upgrade, because our range was pretty bad. And we also, of course, are starting with Sissy. And, yeah, red key. Let's see if we can make some big-time plays happen. Of course, to go on to last week's question of the episode last Sunday, which was the Tainted Eden run. I simply asked, what is your take on Tainted Eden? The most upvoted comment came in from Destruction Dragon 360, who said, on one hand, excuse me a moment, on one hand, I can't stand them. On the other hand, my girlfriend loves Tainted Eden, so they're fine by me. But hey, look, sometimes your opinion gets swayed by someone. I understand it. Trust me. I'm right there with you. Second most upvoted comment came in from, I'm going to say Mr. Al. It might be Emerald, but I'm going to say Mr. Al, 823. So a wacky character if you want to play for fun, not for streaking. If you're streaking with him, then I don't know what to say to you. You could definitely streak with Tainted Eden. It's just not going to be a enjoyable experience for most people, I think. Just because of the nature of the passive, you're never going to feel really confident unless if like somehow you can get Birthright on pretty much every single run, which is never ever going to happen. You'd be lucky if you see Birthright once on Tainted Eden. Yeah, we can try here. And there's our Ultra Secret Room. So notice here, so you may be saying like, how did you know it could have been there? Well, I didn't know it was there, but you see the elbow room to the top left side of this room here. And notice how there was a red door, but there's no room there. So there's a chance that this could happen, bridged by the gap of the red door. And look at this, we get ourselves a free pentagram. I'm 100% down with that. Yeah, we need to be a little bit careful here, but I'm okay with this for now. Hopefully art does not imitate, or hopefully life does not imitate art there in the form of the meme of the day with the demon judgment from, I don't remember what episode that was, but we ended up spending like 53 some odd hearts or something like that. It was something ridiculous where a demon judgment did not pay out at all. And then to rub salt in the wound, not only that, but also I got so desperate to try to just get this demon judgment to pay out. I ended up taking pills, and the first thing I took was a Tears Down pill. So go figure on that. Friend Finder, you know my opinion on Friend Finder. You know I like it. It's a great item, but I don't think it's worth it here. I think that potentially speaking, I think that the red key could do us even more good than Friend Finder can. Although I am a big fan, everyone knows. You know your boy loves him some Friend Finder. Especially if we get ourselves one of these Ipecac Gapers that's going to allow us to get a whole bunch of stuff here for free. Get ourselves a half soul heart there, courtesy of the Blessed Penny. And yeah, we can get this chest too, I tell you what. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, well, Baby Bender is not going to help us out, but potentially speaking, we could have gotten some pretty good stuff there. Not even going to bother. Okay. Thank you, Curse the Maze, for just totally screwing up our Soul of Azazel there. That was 110,000% on Curse the Maze. A little bit upset about that, to be honest. Secret room. Well, we've already been to the Ultra Secret Room here, so Super Secret Room's there. You know that. Say we use this for good. Well, first off, let's go get this demon judgment. Well, potentially anyway. Because now with this full heart, this should be enough taps for him. Potentially anyway. I'm going to go into this room here as well, just to give us a little bit of a shortcut. Let's do a little more exploring. I'm going to try to preserve our Ipecac Gaper as well, because we want to have him for the... ooh, nice. We want to have him for the boss. Okay, let's go to this arcade, meow, and see if we can get some payouts, meow. We get black powder, okay, man, okay. We can play the judgment, maybe get a little bit more HP here before the devil deal. Yeah, I mean, a red heart HP upgrade, not a soul heart there, but I see what you're doing here, game. Black mean is black bad. But, I mean, if we take damage, then we get to do a little bit of a retaliatory strike. That's fine. And we heal back to full. Maybe trade a bomb or two for some money. I don't think that's going to be enough. But we are able to get another half soul heart, and I'm definitely down for that. One more bomb. Give him something to think about. And then the third most upvoted comment came in from Volgo Pesos, who said, he's fun. I wish he could prevent a double reroll before getting double tapped. I reroll so often because I got a weird tear effect, which I cannot react to while firing. I definitely feel you on that one. You know, we see it happen so many times, not only just on Tainted Eden, but just in general in Repentance. You have this really large chance to be double tapped by pretty much anything in the game if you're not paying attention, because of the way that they nerfed iframes. It's another one of those. I don't know why they felt the need to do it, but hey, it happened. So what can you do about it? I'm not sure where the secret room is either, by the way, on this floor. It could be. No, it's not there because there's a red door here. I guess it has to be here. No, it's not there either. It could be there. Yep, there it is. I gotta say, this Ipecac Gaper here from Friend Finder is doing gangbusters for us. See you making those big time plays, son. I see you. That's what I like to see. You know, I don't ask for a lot. I just ask for a little bit. But show me something. Show me that you want to be on this team. And we don't need an all-star right out the gate. We don't need to have Tom right out the gate here. But you know what? If you end up being like Tom, then you're the GOAT. Baby Plum is baby dead. And oh man, Friend Finder really hooked us up here with this Gaper. And I will take Purgatory as well. Not a bad starting item for us on a Devil Deal. Here we go. So we have one more red door exploration if we wanted to go to. I think I want to go to the left of the shop just to see what's there. And it's a whole lot of nothing. Got an extra key out of it, not going to complain. And, man, gotta say, this is one heck of a start. We've got enough HP, there's no reason for us not to go in the curse room, even though we've already been to the Devil Deal. If we get teleported in there, so what? We've got plenty of HP to do so. We can even use the Gaper here to move this chest, even though I could sidestep it, but being lazy and just being safe, too. There you go, thank you. Cursor rooms, everybody. All right. Well, either way, we get to maintain our Ipecac Gaper. We did a good job finding the Ultra Secret room. Overall, really solid floor for us. Got to go in the blue door. People have been asking me if I've seen the new trailer, the second trailer for Godzilla, Kong, and the New Empire, and I have. I saw it the day it came out, and it's kind of reaffirming my opinion that I think the legendary Godzilla is getting a little too Looney Tunes for me. Like seeing Scar King whip around that giant whip, like bone whip, is, I mean, it's cool and all, but like it doesn't feel like a Godzilla film. Like it feels like I'm watching like almost like a animated cartoon. You know, and I don't know if old school Godzilla fans share the same sentiment as I do, but most would probably tell you that it doesn't matter because it's not really a Godzilla film unless it's from Japan. I mean, I've talked about that many times, and I still feel adamant about that. But it looks like it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be just another big blockbuster popcorn flick. Although it is curious that we are living in a time where Toho is actually producing their own Godzilla at the same time that we're getting an American Godzilla. That's never happened before because of the contract that Toho had with Legendary up until I think 2020 when that expired. That's when they started working on -1. And I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Like I'm gonna watch it. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. You know, Shimo seems very interesting in terms of being the super bad, but again, it's feeling like what's next. Like we're getting a monster that's bigger and badder than Godzilla and Kong in general. And like it can only get bigger and badder. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna have to one up themselves again next time. It's the whole cascading power creep of like villains in movies trope that, and you see it a lot in anime too, where it's like, oh, but we beat the big bad, but now here's the new big bad, and he's even bigger and badder. You know, it's like, all right, what next? Godzilla in space, and then oh, hey, it's look out, it's a planet eater, and you know, like that's the kind of stuff that turned me off from comic books, and like, you know, you see it a lot with like X-Men and stuff, like or Marvel, and it's just not. It takes me out of it takes me out of the not the immersion because it's a movie, but it takes me out of the moment of like of being like, okay, like we're still somewhat rooted in a little bit of realism. And I know it's like it's kaiju monsters. There's nothing real about it, but you know what I mean though. Like we're not getting to like the mystical, fantastical, wacky world of oh look, we've got so many like crazy giant monsters now that Godzilla's not even the king of the monsters anymore. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I feel about it. I'm still gonna like it. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna buy it. It's you know, it's Godzilla. I'm looking forward to it. It ain't no -1 though. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. I did have a lot of members of the mosh pit tell me that they actually have never cared or even have seen a Godzilla movie before, but because of the way that I was ranting about -1, they had to see it and they absolutely loved it. I love hearing that. I love making new Godzilla fans. Get ourselves marrow, a big old nothing burger of an item here. So the Ultra Secret Room could have been here. It wasn't. It could have been to the right. That's the only spot that it could have been. But we have this this full charge in the Secret Room that we can use to get another full charge on the red key. It might be the next likely spot is... Oh, no, it can't be there either. Well, the Super Secret Room's got to be here. It's the only wall that doesn't have a red door that the Super Secret Room can spawn on. Ultra Secret Room, it may be to the left here, which would be very weird, but it's definitely possible. It could be north of the Secret Room. Okay. The point is, it could have been. I was very excited. I got my second Godzilla -1 action figure. Not really a figure. He's more like a just a figure. Like, he's not like an action figure. You don't pose him or anything. But I got him in the mail from Japan a couple days ago. He's like a chibi. He's like a crane game prize that Bandai made in Japan, and he looks really, really cool. Really sick. Undefined. I don't really need undefined, especially with us having the red key. The red key potentially could give us more than what we could find with undefined. This is, of course, predicated on us actually finding, like, you know, the Ultra Secret Room, which I'm hoping that the shop has some kind of recharge item eventually. So the last possible spot that makes sense that the Ultra Secret Room could be is to south of here, which means it would have to either be south of that room or to the west of that room. And of course it's Curse Room, and of course it's not here. Bingo, bango, bongo, got yourself a bumbo. Now we can't really do much with Diplopia here that makes too much sense. We can use Undefined to see... Well, no, we've been into both Secret Rooms. There's no reason for us to take Undefined. Yeah. Ultra Secret Room is going to be in another non-usual place. Very weird way of saying that. Now, theoretically, what we could do is we could bomb the donation machine and get Ascent, and then duplicate the red key, just so we have one more full charge. But that's a big waste, in my opinion, anyway. There's someone at my door. I'll be right back. I really wish there was, like, a way... I wish there was a way that you could, like, put out a stronger sign that says no solicitors allowed. Like, there are HOA regulations that, like, forbid solicitation to residents in our neighborhood. And, like, literally it's never enforced. And, like, occasionally, every now and then, like, I get like the idea of, like, hey, you know, can I get your manager's number? Can I get your card number? Something like that, so I can report them to the HOA, but I know nothing's gonna get done. And I mean, I understand people got a job to do, but also, like, I think residents' privacy is, I kind of take that kind of seriously. I'd like to not be bothered in my home, be offered some service that I don't need nor want. I don't know. I don't think that's too much to ask. It's like, it's those kind of things that like I never even like truly thought about or cared about until I became a homeowner. And now it's like, dude, just leave me alone. Like, don't bother me. I'm at work right now. That's usually the excuse I end up giving people, just because I just don't want to be bothered. Like, don't knock on my door. I don't want to buy whatever crap you're selling or service you're offering. I don't care. Easier to bomb your way out of that room without doing it, in my opinion. See, I like seeing the dunks. Look at that. Nice little purgatory explosion there to stop that death rattle. You're killing me, Purgatory. That hit is on you, Purgatory. All you had to do was spawn somewhere that wasn't there, and you would have been fine. Still don't know exactly where the Ultra Secret Room is. There's no real clear spot.
Ace of Diamonds.
Now, one thing you do have to be careful of with the red key is you don't want to accidentally walk off the face of the map before you're at least done with the map. Oh, okay. All right, let's stop taking damage. I know that our movement speed is kind of bad, but let's stop this damage taking immediately. Wasting a lot of charges right now because I still don't have a really clear indicator of where the Ultra Secret Room is. It could be to the left of the shop. That's the first place that like I've seen that it could theoretically be. Not, but we found a vault. This is going to at least save us a key to gain us access to the shop as well. The reason why I'm pushing these chests over here is because we're going to use a bomb anyway, so if we're going to use a bomb, we might as well get a cent for it. You never know. You never know. There's been many times where 1 cent has been a difference. And we get a tears up. Better than any boss drop we've gotten so far. Of course. Got a little trigger happy greed going here, huh? All right, I see you. Okay, so there was no Ultra Secret Room there. Let's fight the boss first, just because I'm 73%. We should be able to get it. Good damage to black powder, but of course we get hit by Gertie anyway. And we failed to 73% and got a regular old HP upgrade. Right. All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, the problem is now is that, well, no, actually it can't be because we opened that vault through going through the red door. So no, the Ultra Secret Room won't be. The most obvious spot it would be if that vault were actually on the map would be to the right here, but we accessed that vault through a red door already, so it's not going to be there. It's either going to be off the cursed room or maybe north of the arcade here. Yep. Yep, so this red room here bridges the gap between the boss trap room and the arcade, which is a common thing. Now, a little bit of a misplay here. What I should have done is I should have gone and played the sack room before picking up the pact. We're just kind of done with this floor though. Double pink polycephalus, or purple polycephalus is annoying, but whatever. We got a tears up, we got a shot speed up. I'm down. I'm totally fine with that. Potentially could have some big time plays. No, I'm not going to get baited into the curse room again. I will not. Potentially some big time plays here with the Blessed Penny if it pays out even a little bit. I don't care about this Bone Heart necessarily. So yes, I could go get that red heart. But the thing is remember we have Maggie's bow, and Maggie's bow is going to heal us for 2 red hearts instead of 1. So why heal us for 1 and save a bone heart we don't care about anyway when we can go down to our red hearts and get healed for 2? Okay, I'm gonna soul heart. Come the troll bombs. Walking out because I don't feel like dealing with hosts. Could fight Uriel. I don't care about Uriel. And we get soul hearts. That's fine. That was the most likely outcome anyway, so that's fine. Now we can go either play that Demon Judgment in the arcade, which I think is a good idea. What was that, a Demon 3 Skull Monty? It was. We can play this Temperance Machine for money anyway. We could also play the other Temperance Machines in the arcade. I'm not going to though. The IV bag at least allows us to get into and out of the curse room for free, so I might as well go do that real quick. A long caves too. It's 23 minutes. We're only in caves too. Good lord, man. Holy Grail, I'll definitely take that. It gives us flying and an HP upgrade. Oh, shizzle. Okay, okay. Okay, it's better. I would have preferred a Devil Deal for offense, but what can you do? Well, since we're here, we might as well go play the Temperance Machine now. Black Bean, you're ridiculous. Got some movement speed and HP upgrade from the blood bag. That's also very good. And we might as well do this since we have hearts. Watch how much HP this double heart heals for. Watch this. Look at that. That is Maggie's bow, baby. Sissy, enjoying the show? Sissy's expression is everyone's expression right now, which is what in the world. Unfortunately, Maggie's bow does not it does not heal for double the amount of soul hearts, much as I wish it did. But hey, we're up to 77 cents now. Definitely will take that. Go back to the red Kizzle, and we'll head on Dizzle down to the next Flizzle, where we can hopefully get a Devil Dizzle, which has some maybe offensive Izzles, but probably not, because we're just gonna get shafted by the RN Izzle again. Frizzle. People asked me if I watched the Super Bowl. I did not. I didn't care. I mean, I know obviously the Chiefs won, and you know, I'm not even gonna say congratulate the Chiefs just because like I've never liked the Chiefs. I've always liked Andy Reid, but I've never liked Mahomes. Yeah, I've never liked Patrick Mahomes. I actively dislike Travis Kelce. I think the guy's I don't like him. That's all I'll say is I don't like him. Apparently they showed Taylor Swift a million billion times, which I mean, who didn't have that on their bingo card for the Super Bowl? I feel like the NFL would be stupid not to show Taylor Swift, because it's just like that was like a dream come true for them to be able to cash in on the one missing demographic that they didn't have any representation with yet, which was the 13-year-old fangirl Swifties out there. I'm sure that they're capitalizing on a whole new market. Just think how many. One thing that kind of annoys me is what I will say about the whole Taylor Swift thing and the Chiefs is like there's probably a pretty decent demographic of casual Taylor Swift fans or just casual Chief fans that were turned by Taylor Swift who've never seen a Super Bowl or even like a football game in their life, and then their quote team magically wins the Super Bowl. Like, wow, this was easy. Winning the Super Bowl hard? It's like, okay. congrats on your fair weather fan status. You've been a fan of this team for all of what, 12 weeks, whenever it was when they first started dating or whatever, and you win a Super Bowl. Yes, in fact, it is difficult to win a Super Bowl. It's difficult as a football fan to win a Super Bowl. You have to earn it through lots of blood, sweat, and tears, and other bodily fluids that I'm not even going to talk about. Oh, yeah, you won't let me out, will you? Bro, these little jostles here are something else. So yes, to all you casual Kansas City fans out there, yes, it is difficult to root for a Super Bowl champion. Now, I can't complain about the Bucs, even though I do. I can't complain about them. I'm still under my 5-year limit of when we won a Super Bowl. It used to be 10 years, but now that the Chiefs have gone back-to-back, it's now been downgraded down to 5. If your team has won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years, you're not allowed to complain about your team. But I will anyway, because I want to change. That was the worst thing that we could have done was win a playoff game. We did exactly the bare minimum amount enough to save Todd Bowles' career, thereby ensuring that I won't be watching football again next year. It's just not fun. Like that's the thing too, is like it's just not enjoyable. Like the Buccaneers overperformed. I don't think anyone's going to argue against that. They definitely overperformed in the playoffs. They shouldn't have even been in the playoffs. The only reason why they got in the playoffs was because the NFC South is trash and all the other teams are trash. The Buccaneers just so happened to be the golden turd on the pile at the time. But make no mistake about it, the Bucs probably won't be in the playoffs next year. All they've done is they've had a stay of execution for Todd Bowles and his tenure in Tampa for one more season. That's all that they've done. Look, what do you expect? There's not a whole lot to talk about in this run right now. All right, we found the ultra secret room. Got the compass. It's Curse the Unknown. We do finally have our 100% deal with the devil chance. But guess what? Who's ready for Krampus? Mask of Infamy is actually pretty vulnerable to Black Powder. And I mean, I'm telling you, man, Black Powder, super good. Really, really strong. You get a damage upgrade finally here with Glass Eye, and not a Krampus fight, surprisingly. It's going to be the Bible, as we got the Seraphim transformation anyway. And Brimstone Bombs, which is, yep, an item. The thing about Brimstone Bombs is just that they don't hit for nearly as much damage as you would expect. To don the name of Brimstone, you would want them to hit really hard, right? I'm talking like hard carry levels amounts of damage. You're good, card. I would love to see Brimstone Bombs actually like just deal a little bit more damage. I don't want a whole lot more damage, but just a little bit more damage. Be nice. They're underwhelming, I guess, is the best way to say it. Now, combined with Sad Bombs, on the other hand, then you got yourself a party. But for costing 1 heart as a Devil Deal item, I want it to be a little bit more usable. Again, the Ultra Secret Room could be here. It is. Lots of grooves on this map here. What? What's the damage?
Black Room.
having conversations with one of the devs of Isaac about just general ideas that I've had over the years about some balance issues and stuff like that. Of course, the big topic of discussion, which I will not berate again, was the optional bosses, like, you know, just having a point for them, yada yada yada. I promise you I'm not going to go into that again, not for a while anyway. But talking specifically about item balance and some items that I would like to see changed, you know, I think that you know, just despite how I play, or, you know, whatever have you, I do generally have a decent amount of knowledge about this game. I don't think anyone will argue that. Whether you agree with my play styles or not, I think it's fair to say that I have a little bit of knowledge. So that being said, some of the items that I mentioned that I think is definitely due for maybe like a little bit of a review. Azazel's Rage was definitely one of the ones at the top of the heap. I do feel that that item is just borderline totally useless. One of the things that I would love to see done to improve Azazel's Rage, I think, wouldn't it be cool if you could take Azazel's Rage and store the charge, and then activate it like a tainted active passive item with the Q key or whatever key is bound to whatever platform you play with. So good. Charge Penny might actually be pretty huge here. I think that would be cool. It allows you to trigger it, and it allows you to basically save up charges, and on top of that, make it to where you could only Azazel's Rage has the ability to have a third level of Brimstone. So you have like Brimstone, you have Mega Brim, which is what it does by default, and then after that you have like Omega Brim, which is even stronger, more cooler looking, and like does even more damage. Right? It gives like, it's unique only to Azazel's Rage. Wouldn't that be cool? Of course, it's a big commitment, because obviously you would have to charge it up across 12 rooms or 12 charges. So in a way, it's almost like Mega, except that it's a more powerful version of Mega that you have to pay for, and you can bank up to 3 charges with Azazel's Rage. Like, Azazel's Rage would go from being total trash to actual amazing god tier. And if that's a little bit too much, then make it to where we can just simply activate Azazel's Rage instead of it just shooting off into basically a nothing room. I think that would be pretty sick. Other items that I brought up for discussion were IBS. I thought, you know, IBS is another item that definitely doesn't, in my opinion, bring a whole lot of advantages. In fact, I think it's a distinct disadvantage every time I see it. And one of the changes that I would like to see for IBS anyway, at least one that would get me to actually use the item, would be if you could like just let it function the way it is, but just make it to where the bombs do not, anything that's spawned by IBS do not hurt Isaac. Because that's really the biggest point of contention that I have with a lot of these new sort of kamikaze items that just spawn bombs or spawn like warflies. You know, I don't like the fact that they can hurt you. Same thing goes for like Firemind and the like. Firemind is a little bit of a different discussion though, because obviously it's the tier effect, and you know there's not much you can do about that. It would be nice if Firemind actually didn't cause any damage to you when it procced, but I think that might be asking for too much at this point. But IBS is just not good at all. And of course, inevitably, there's going to be someone in the comments who's like, actually, IBS is an S tier item. You just need to use it like this and this and this, and have this item and this item and this item, and have this interaction with that, then it's very, very good. Yes, I'm glad that we have established that one item can be good with other items. That's very good. I'm glad that we got there. However, that's not the point of this conversation. I'm talking about changing stuff from the base level. That is what we want to see. That's what I would like to see. And I think that there's a lot of items in the game that can definitely improve with a simple modification. And by the way, me telling you all this is not by any way, shape, or form say that these changes are coming, nor is it, you know, all of a sudden Sinvicta's in charge of like the balance, God help us all sort of a thing. I'm not in charge of anything. Just simply was asked to give opinions about lesser liked items in my own arsenal. Get a range up here. Not exactly the most exciting upgrade for us from that. Matchbook is going to give us some soul hearts. I just now realized I took the negative just because we needed damage, and I don't even know what happened in here. But those are some items that I think that just spring to mind right away is those two in particular for repentance items. Especially with IBS being like an unlock, I think that it could be improved. Other things like, you know, like hypercoagulation, we talked about not that long ago on the Tainted Maggie run, where if you take damage, I feel like that those hearts should persist a little bit longer and not fly out away in like an inaccessible spot to where like unless you just have the fastest of fast. Okay, let's stop this right. Unless you just have the fastest of fast movement speed, you're not going to be able to get the hearts that come out of hypercoagulation. Or make it like Tainted Keeper's Birthright, where the hearts will automatically gravitate towards you instead of flying away from you. And, you know, and those kind of discussions are always fun, especially when you're talking to a developer, because it's like, you know, they're going to listen to you. Now, whether or not they're going to act on it, of course, is remain to be seen, and I don't expect anyone to. You know, I don't consider myself an ultimate authority on Isaac or anything like that. But I think that I have enough hours in the game to have a little bit of maybe not a big seat, but maybe a little tiny seat at the table when it comes to discussing items and balance, that sort of thing in this game. I think I've earned that. I will use all 99 cents here, game. I expect to get my soul hearts that we've lost, especially in that double tap room, and then some. Okay.
Judgment.
I'll take the blank rune. I'll take Sigil of Baphomet. Still do not know exactly where the Ultra Seeker room could be. It could be here. It could be south of here. What we should do with the charge pennies, we should tap Temperance Machine or two and get exactly 0 charges, because that's just, of course. Sigil Baphomet's going to give us a charge, or not a charge, a shield based on us killing things. There's definitely plenty of hearts to heal ourselves via Maggie's bow, but let's go fight. Oh my gosh, this is only Womb 1. I guess all the searching with the red key has been kind of delaying things. And we failed another 73%. Oh.
Pair throw.
Right. Let's go. Yeah, I guess it could be here. It could have been, but it's not. Oh, I'm an idiot. We weren't getting charges because we don't have the charge penny. You need the charge penny in order for you to gain the charge penny benefits. That's how trinkets work. Mr. Oh, I have a place at the table. For 25 bombs, we could potentially make some money here. I'm finding this Ultra Seeker room. Like that's happening. Okay. So now that we know that's there, let's go check below the secret room. That's the next likely spot it could be. Could be to the right of the... No, we would have already found it if it was there. One is a noodle scratcher, I gotta say. Let's see, is there a door over here? There is. And there it is. Told you we were gonna find it. I didn't care how long it was gonna take me, or how many charges it was gonna take. Gonna find it eventually. And it was definitely worth it here for Backstabber. Good lordy. Absolutely. Now, if we can find a sacrifice room, that would pog me out even more, because then we could skip Womb 2 and Shoal. There you go, Purgatory. That's what I'm talking about. Even though we don't gain the benefit of or no, we do gain it. We just didn't have it. Never mind. Look, it's been a long run, okay? It's been 42 minutes of this. It's gonna... We might as well look for the sacrifice room at this point, if there is one. Probably isn't. Not. We're gonna get one more full charge here. And we got to an Nightmare room, okay, which has a judgment in it, which could be Pog. Saved our world card, thankfully. So the Nightmare room happened because we went off the map. First glance, looking at this map here, the most likely spot would be either south of the mini-boss room or left of the boss trap room. So you see what I mean when I'm talking about when there's a gap on the map that can be bridged by a possible red door. That's where you have to be looking. That's your first suspect location of the Ultra Secret room. What's going on in here? So I'm going to say it's up here first, just because we're here. And it is. So you see what I mean? So the boss trap room and that long room we just fought Pin at is bridged by a gap in the wall that is only populated by a red room. That is your first indicator that there could be an Ultra Secret room there. It's not always guaranteed, but it could be there. Yeah, might as well. No sacrifice room, unfortunately. I have a Colt's going to give us a nice damage upgrade, although it is kind of an annoying item to use. Undeniable that it does give you a decent damage bonus. Strength card we can use for a possible Devil Deal if we ever actually get one. I'm not going to bother going to the mini boss room just because there's just no reason to. You can tell when I lift my hand up off the keyboard because the shot stopped moving. There you go. There you go, Sissy. Getting another dunk kill. Look at that. Look at Sissy, I tell you what. Little charm there by Sissy to get the eye laser to shoot Mom. We had, I think, a total of 2 Devil Deals on this entire run so far that we qualified for. And 2 greed fights, too. Yep. There's a sack room here. Now, the problem is we don't know how many red hearts are going to be on this floor yet. So we can't just willy-nilly go into this thinking that we're going to be able to play the sack room. Now, if we get a bunch of red hearts, though, then, you know, we've got ourselves a chance. Get rid of that. Maybe we'll get a red heart. Didn't happen. We do have a strength card, of course, but we'll get a cancer trinket, which is going to give us a nice one. I know that we missed out on Citadel Baphomet, and that's fine. No way for me to predict that there was going to be an error room there without seeing the entire map anyway. Getting real tired of getting rung up here. I don't think the reverse Emperor card's going to do anything. Takes us randomly. You need to see a lot more red hearts on the ground and also stop taking damage for me to consider playing the sack room here. I mean, we're not really gaining anything at this point from playing the sacrifice room. We're going to have to fight Stanley either way, probably. Anna Rune. Because normally I use the sacrifice room skip to skip Shoal and go straight to the Lamb. But we're already in Shoal, so no skipping to be had here. Plenty of bombs, so I don't mind using bombs here. Another red heart. Let's beat Stanley first. Get him, Sissy. Get him. Axe Saber definitely doing some work here. Yeah, I don't really see any benefit at this point to doing the sacrifice room. Right now, I'm just looking for possible places for the Ultra Seeker room. I mean, there's still benefit, I guess, if we get a payout, but that's if we get a payout. It could definitely be here. Not. It's most likely not going to be there. Oh, I'm going to let you do it. Deserve that demon judgment. There's a lot of possible spots the Ultra Seeker room could be at. It could also be to the right of here as well. Not. Now I'm just kind of determined to find where it is. Could be north of the mob trap room. Yeah, it could be there. Gonna have to get another full charge in order to find out, though. It'd also be, actually, the right of the curse room looks like it's the most logical spot now. It's less of a stretch. That is not. Not going to be, it could be south of here, but that's, again, kind of a stretch. Oh, no, now it's not that much of a stretch. There it is. All right. All right. So what have we learned from today's excursion into the Red Rooms? Generally speaking, not really worth it. Sometimes you can get some good items. I mean, we did get the Pact. We did get Backstabber. You know, it's good. It's really luck of the draw. But for the time invested into finding all these rooms, I'd say it's not worth it. All right, Stars card, take us home. Too late for Death Touch. Okay, you did not take us home. In fact, you took us far away from home here. Backstabber doing some work there. That Boney got that shot off, huh? Is our damage really that bad? I mean, it's feeling like it's just like we have no damage at all. I mean, 9.68 damage is nothing to. That's not negligible damage here, but man, feels like we're just hitting with a wiffle ball right now. I think it's on. It might be because of the optical illusion that is Tropicamide, making it seem like we have a lot of damage, but when we really don't. I just thought we'd be hitting a little bit harder. There's no way I can make that dodge again if I tried. I feel like we should be hitting a little bit harder than what we should be, than what we're hitting for right now. Right now, it feels like we got two pool noodles attached to a, like a, I don't know, like a wiffle bat. Now, when Backstabber takes off, though, I mean, we're hitting okay. There we go. So, we are going to get the dub eventually. It was a long road, long red road. But if anything, it showed you that, you know, the red key, while it is a valuable source of extra items, it's not guaranteed to give you incredible items since the nerf. They nerfed like a couple years ago at this point. But overall, you know, if you have nothing else better to populate your active item with, I think it's good enough. And yeah, that'll be today's question of the episode. Do you think the red key is worth it, or do you usually yeet it for something better? Post them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, everyone. We're only 2 away from the Like Street goal of getting the TM Trainer run. If it lines up, we'll be doing it this Wednesday. If not, then definitely Sunday for the Like Street goal. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you all are as well. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great start to your week. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank the patrons of mine like Adeo, Flotz Callan Canstony, and Michael McMaster. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.